Hey everyone, it's Mojax back in the DJ City UK lab. Now I hate to start off 2016 on a sour note with a rant, but I'm gonna do it because this shenanigans needs to stop. So the first thing to get out of the way is I am not some kind of format or bitrate Nazi, okay? I took the considered decision a few years ago that I'm happy with lossy compression of files in my library. So 320 MP3 and the equivalent AAC is 256. I'm totally happy with that. That works for me, and it's about where I get my music from. So even before I worked here, I subscribed to DJ City. That's all 320 MP3. I get a lot of promos sent through to me. I don't have lossless as an option, 320 MP3 again. So if I'm shopping for music outside of that, I will buy MP3 or from iTunes 256 AAC. That works for me. It gives me a consistency across my library. I'm not wasting file space for tracks which are going to sound a little bit better maybe than 70% of my library. What's the point? You know, I keep it consistent and that works for me. On very, very high-end systems, you can hear a difference between MP3 and lossless. That's for sure, you definitely can, but I rarely play on such systems, and again, it's just about where I get my music from. For me, 320 MP3 or 256 AAC works. If you're fully into lossless, you won't allow a track to touch your library unless it's lossless. Totally respect that, as that's your decision, and I totally dig it, but it just doesn't work for me and where I get my music from. So it's not about MP3 versus lossless or anything like that. I'm not ranting on that front. The problem I've got is with SoundCloud and YouTube rips. Now I thought this was a bit like the levels thing. I thought this was kind of an unspoken truth that everyone just knows you don't play YouTube rips in the club because it sounds bad. But I've played with a few DJs over the holiday season and clearly that message has not reached everybody yet. And I'm really disappointed to hear that. Now, on a moral sort of level, yeah, we could talk about piracy and all kinds of things like that. That's a big road to go down I don't really want to get into. The problem I've got is with sound quality. Now, playing with these DJs, they're playing YouTube rips, and it wasn't just, I could tell by the tags for a start, because you look on the screen and it says original video or official video in the tags, you're like, yeah, okay. But you can hear it. And you don't have to be, you know, right next to the very high quality speakers to hear the difference. You can hear a YouTube rip a mile off. And the DJs, you can see them fighting with the EQs. They've got the bass ramp right up. They've got their treble ramp right up, trying to eke out some sound quality from this terribly encoded file. You can hear it, you know, and I'm sure, let us know in the comments. I bet there's plenty of you out there who've played with DJs. You've heard them play YouTube rips and you can hear it a mile off. It's so obvious. Not just because they're low quality, you know, it might well be like, let's say you're getting a track from SoundCloud, all right? You're downloading that, you're ripping it from SoundCloud at 128K MP3. But that's not a 128K MP3. That's not like taking a CD source, ripping it to 128 with a good lame encoder. No, this is a transcode, and it's probably been transcoded a number of times. So if the artist doesn't want you to download that track from SoundCloud, chances are they've not put it up there as a WAV. They've put it up there, they've already encoded it to MP3. So let's say they've got the track, the original lossless, they've encoded it to MP3. So that's a lossy compression right there. Then SoundCloud creates the preview file, 128K. So they are transcoding from an MP3, a lossy format, to another lossy format in low bitrate. You're then downloading it and you're playing it, and it sounds bad. YouTube could be even worse because you are ripping from a file which is, chances are, that's, you know, almost certainly has been uploaded with lossy audio. Usually when people render videos out, it tends to be 128. So you've got a 128 AAC file, which has then been transcoded by YouTube to their particular formatting, and then you're downloading it, and then you're transcoding it again to another lossy format, to MP3 or something like that. And it just sounds bad. And by the time it's gone through all those processes, it sounds appalling. Okay, you might think that you can get away with it with your audience, and they might not notice the difference, but people do. Bad files are fatiguing to the ears. You know, same with a really bad sound system is fatiguing to the ears. Bad files are fatiguing to your ears. People will have a more enjoyable experience. They might not know why, but if you're playing high quality files, people will, on a kind of visceral level, they will feel the difference, they will hear the difference, and they will go away more satisfied if you're playing good quality music. Simple as that. So there we go. Look, as I said, I didn't want to start 2016 on a negative, on a rant, but I think as a resolution for all of us in 2016, our New Year's resolution should be let's start calling this out. You know, if you see or hear a DJ playing YouTube rips in their set, or SoundCloud rips, tell them, just say, this sounds really bad. Why does this sound so bad? Let's keep hammering that message home, because it's unacceptable. Even when we do put aside questions of piracy and copyright and that kind of morality of stealing music, disregard that. That's not really the most important thing at play here. The most important thing is that as DJs, we've got to strive to raise the quality of what we do across the board for everybody. And it needs to stop. You know, this kind of bad file quality is unacceptable in 2016, and we need to make ourselves heard and make that clear. So let us know in the comments if you've had any experiences playing with DJs who've played YouTube rips and you can hear it, because I bet you can hear it a mile off. I can now. I can hear it from another room now, you know, because I've heard it enough times that I can tell the difference. When someone's playing a YouTube or a SoundCloud rip, I can hear it, and I bet you can too. So let us know in the comments. Thank you very much for watching today. Make sure you subscribe for all our future tips, tricks and product reviews. I'll see you soon.